Hey guys, it's been a busy few days for me and Jean in Arizona. Before I get into everything we've been up to, just want to quickly say I am recording trying to use our laptop's webcam, so if the video or audio is weird and off, that's why. So over the past few days, Mayo Clinic was closed over the Christmas holiday, so we spent time with my family that lives in Arizona instead. So on Christmas Day, me and Jean and my mom, who's came up to support us over the past week, and my grandma and grandpa who live in Arizona, and my aunt, uncle, and cousins who live in Arizona, all got together at a park and had a picnic for Christmas Day. The weather was beautiful. We got to catch up with a bunch of family we haven't seen for quite a while. So it was really, really great and really nice to spend some really nice quality time with all of them. We are still working on editing the botanical garden video. It's taking us a while to put together like 300 plus photos into a quality video for you guys, but that is still coming. As far as Mayo Clinic updates, I have a few for you guys. So the first one I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story about. So yesterday morning, I didn't think I had anything to do yesterday other than kind of rest and relax and spend some time with Jean and my mom. So I decided that I wanted to sleep in. So I was peacefully sleeping in, had my phone on silent, so couldn't hear any like texts or notifications or anything go off. So I was peacefully sleeping, and Jean and my mom burst into the room, throw the curtains open. Jean, in like a super happy, excited voice, is like, "Get up! You have an appointment in 10 minutes. We have to be there." And I'm like, okay. So Jean throws some clothes at me. I throw them on. My mom grabs some food out of our mini fridge for me to eat in the car, and we're off to Mayo Clinic. After talking to Jean and looking at my phone, I found out that the scheduling department here at Mayo Clinic had found a way to squeeze me in to a 10 o'clock neurology appointment. And they tried calling me at about 9:30 in the morning. But like I said, my phone was on silent, so I didn't hear it go off. So after trying to call me a few times, they decided to call Jean and see if Jean would pick up his phone, since they have his phone number too. So they got a hold of Jean, who was with my mom about to explore Taliesin West. So they quickly make a U-turn, drive back to the hotel, wake me up, and within probably 25 minutes of him getting the call, we're in a waiting room waiting to see a neurologist. So that was super exciting. It was kind of a rush of waking up, but it was really exciting because neurology is one of the specialties that tends to book pretty far out at Mayo Clinic. So the fact that they were able to get me in, especially on this visit, was super, super exciting. So that was great. I have also seen a pulmonologist since I last updated you guys, and she ordered some testing to test how strong my lung muscles are, because the previous testing of my lung function as far as like oxygen uptake and things like that has been above average, like very, very much normal and okay. She said she expects to see the numbers she saw from me from an athlete, so that was kind of cool. But obviously that doesn't explain why I chronically feel short of breath. So she was like, why don't we test your lung muscles? Like the muscles of your diaphragm and the actual muscles like in your ribs and in your lungs and things like that. So did that testing, got it back, And for once, it wasn't normal. Their findings were that my muscles were weaker than they would expect them to be. So we haven't gotten her official take on that, or actually really any doctor's official take on it. But it is exciting to have a result that is not completely normal and might actually point us somewhere. And it's the result that aligns pretty well with the rest of my body's weakness, like in my legs and things like that. So hopefully that result coming back as abnormal will help the doctors at Mayo Clinic kind of paint a picture of exactly what's going on with me. During the doctor's appointment that I had yesterday with the neurologist, he determined that he was the wrong neurologist to be assessing my case, I guess. He specializes in motor dysfunctions and also does some general neurology. So it makes sense why I initially got put with him. But after evaluating me and talking to me and doing a really thorough examination of my history and everything that was going on with me and doing a lot of neurologic testing, he determined that it's probably more appropriate for me to see a neurologist who specializes in autoimmune disorders and demyelinating disorders. So I am now scheduled with that neurologist, along with a neurologist to address my headaches, because the staff at Mayo Clinic really don't want one neurologic issue clouding or overcrowding a appointment when I have so many different ones going on, which is why we're separating them into two separate neurology appointments. One with the autoimmune specialist and one with a headache specialist. So we can really focus on their areas of expertise. I'm also going to be getting a lot of testing done in regards to my neurologic symptoms, as well as the rest of my symptoms, and seeing quite a few more doctors. So this process and adventure is far from over, and we'll definitely keep bringing you guys along for all the exciting things and news we hear and all that good stuff. So before I let you guys go I almost forgot. I posted on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter asking for questions about our trip so far. And the questions that I got were, what has been my favorite part of our trip so far, and has there been anything that's been surprising? So my favorite part of this trip so far has been working with the incredible staff at Mayo Clinic. Everyone here is so professional, so courteous, so at the top of their game, and so passionate. Not only about what they do, but about helping the patients that they see. So that has been an incredible experience for me, and I'm so grateful that I've gotten to experience it. As far as things that have been surprising, for me, finding out that my lung function numbers are that they would expect out of an athlete was pretty surprising for me, but also really cool, and I attribute it to horseback riding. Something that Jean has found surprising on our trip is how prominent the saguaro cactus is here. He kind of always thought it was like something that you saw occasionally and kind of associated with like the cartoons you saw as a kid, and they were like this big special cactus. And they are very big, but they are everywhere. It is not a rare sight to see them. They're in the medians on the roads. They're everywhere. So Jean found that kind of surprising. And the last thing before I let you guys go for the evening is our donor shout-outs for this video. So those are Bill Roth and Fred and Marcia Bowman. Thank you guys so much for your donations. It means so much to me and is making this trip and the next trip and this whole adventure and process so much easier and less stressful on me and Jean, and we really, really appreciate it. That's all I have for you guys for this update. We'll be back at you guys soon with another update, and hopefully the Botanic Garden video will also be posted pretty soon. So I'll see you next time. Bye!